But the most important thing is that with internet marketing and with the marketing that you're going to be learning, you have to understand that it's based on old marketing principles, timeless marketing principles that have been around forever. And so everything is just being changed and formed in different ways to be able to be utilized for internet marketing, for network marketing, for direct sales. And you can see that kind of happening right now with social media, where for a while, no one really knew what to do with it. And they still exactly don't know how to, set up, specifically a social media configuration where they can predictably get sales. And I think the closest gentleman to be able to that has been able to do that is a man named Perry Belcher, who put out a very, very powerful course a little over a year ago called Social Media Money System. And even, for that $2,000 training, which was like more than worth it, he even will admit it, the cement is still wet. It's still moldable in this area. And, as much as you think if you have X amount of people following you at Twitter and so many people on your fan page at Facebook and, people checking out your videos at YouTube, it's still kind of, it's a non-predictable entity. So that's what's really, really exciting about what's going on is that, we're, for so many years, everything had been, stagnant. It went from, newspaper to radio and then to television. And then after that, for 50, 60 years, there was nothing going on. Then all of a sudden the internet comes around and completely changes everything. And what's great is that if you can, sink your teeth into this material and this type of thinking now and be able to bring all of the amazing internet marketing training that's out there and bring it into your network marketing or direct sales business, you will forever have an unfair advantage in this specific industry. And also because you're learning fundamentals, no matter what type of business you ever decide to start in the future, this will never leave you. It's like going to the gym and working out and building a muscle that never goes away. You don't have to keep exercising it, so to speak. It's there forever and you can use it in any way that you need to. Marketing is a combination of things. It's not just one particular thing. Now, the first thing I want to go over what marketing is not. It's not about just writing a good ad. It's not about just writing good copy, which is the words in an ad. That's the only time I'll explain that. This is a high-level course, an advanced course, and copy is just the words. Because a lot of people think that copywriting. When you say copywriting, they're like, oh, isn't that like trademarking or something? No. And when we're talking about marketing and advertising, copywriting is actually the words in the ads, the headlines, and etc. So good marketing is composed of many elements working together. So what is marketing? It's a lot of psychology, it's design, it's definitely strategy, and it's really understanding how people think. And if there's one element of marketing that I've really, really, really honed in on, it's definitely understanding how my customer thinks and understanding what my customer needs and what their fears are. So why marketing? Marketing expertise leads to creating products or services that end up marketing themselves. And that's all of these things are so important. I wish you should really write down everything, and I'm sure I'll include all of these slides in some sort of a PDF so you can print them out. But all of these points are so important. You talk about the prospect, what they need, and the outcomes they want actually in the product. Does that sound familiar? Does it kind of sound like 30-second sponsoring? You build your marketing into your product or service. We will, and before we talk about Peter Drucker, we'll contact and sponsor leads for you. That's marketing, and that's what the product and service does. Now, Peter Drucker was an amazing author. I wish I could say that I've read all of his books. I haven't yet, but the books that I have read of his have had a profound effect on me. And these are the important takeaways that I got from his books. He said that only two things matter in business: marketing and innovation. And he defined marketing as communicating with people to get people to buy the product that you have or the service. And innovation is creating new things that people want, new, better, different, that solves a problem that wasn't available previously. Now think about 30-second sponsoring. Basically what I'm doing in this course is I am completely deconstructing everything I learned that brought me to the creation of 30-second sponsoring, and how I created it and why I created it and how I marketed it and why I thought about doing it this way versus doing it this way. So, keep that in mind. And Peter Drucker also said that marketing and innovation are all that matter. It's a pretty bold claim. And everything else you can essentially hire, and that you should learn marketing over all other skills. And after the journey I've taken over the past 5 years, I have to highly, highly agree. Now, you have to take personal responsibility to become an expert, and that's exactly what you're doing right now. It's really up to you to dive into the material, to just absorb from all of the people that have already forged ahead and paved the road before you. If people are making a lot of money, there's probably something that you can take from them. And I know that there's a lot of internet marketers out there that make a ton of money, and I don't really identify with how they do business. I don't maybe like it for one way or another, but it doesn't mean that I haven't learned from them and I haven't continued to learn from them. And I'll check out their products and stuff, but there's definitely some people that really, really resonate with me, whether it's a personal thing or just a way that I like to do business, and I'll stick with them. But I take in any new product that comes out, every single big launch in the internet marketing industry. You can definitely count on the fact that we'll be getting that product and we'll be checking it out and learning from it. Now, the best is to become a marketing expert and taking everything that you know and using that to fuel innovation. And I really think that that's what started to happen. As you'll learn how the 30-second sponsoring process happened, the more I started learning about marketing, the more I started learning about customer avatars and understanding the mindset of my customer. That really started to shape more and more and more and more the innovation of 30-second sponsoring. And what's funny is that the last thing to be added with 30-second sponsoring was probably the most significant, where what we had done before is that we were teaching people that all they have to do is pick up a lead package and then hire a sponsoring assistant to contact and sponsor the leads for them. And what I did is I made a deal with the company that I used and the sponsoring assistants that I used. And you had to pay, it was like $10 an hour. So you could have like 150 leads contacted for, roughly $80, something like that. And at the very, very, very end, we're just thinking about marketing. We're like, okay, how can we really make this a no-brainer? Like a complete no-brainer for people. Even if they raise the red flag and they're like, oh, this seems too good to be true, we need to completely remove like all risk, all questions. A lot of network marketers and direct sales people when they're first starting out don't have a lot of money. What can we do? And I'm like, okay, well, what we're going to have to do is we should pay for our sponsoring assistants. I mean, I have call centers, so why don't I eat the cost of the sponsoring assistants and make it so the only thing that the customer has to do is pick up a lead package? And that was the last thing that we added to 30-second sponsoring, and it's probably the most significant. So if you can get 2,000 leads a month, and we're going to contact all of them for you, and instead of giving you a $2,000 or a $3,000 telesales bill or a sponsoring assistant bill for those services, we're going to absorb that as a company and figure out other ways that we can service our customers and be able to make up that money in other ways. To view the rest of the videos in this training series, simply go to www.marketingmasteryuniversity.com. Again, that's www.marketingmasteryuniversity.com.